Hello, I'm Tom Freese. I'm a 1999 graduate of Hastings High School. I live in Minneapolis now, and decided to put together like a drive to get supplies for people in Minneapolis. A ton of people showed up, so I just want to say thank you for the community of Hastings. All of this stuff, plus a full sedan and a full SUV, and going straight to families that can't get this stuff because all their stores are closed. So thank you very much, and keep up the hard work.
I'm Tim Rivard. I live locally in Minneapolis. I'm from North Minneapolis. I'm a barber in the community. I've seen an amazing outreach of our community coming together and holding each other together and lifting each other up. And there's been beautiful, peaceful protests where beautiful things have been said. And it's been peaceful and wonderful until people have been shot on and fired upon by law enforcement with tear gas and rubber bullets. And we're still here. We're still part of the community. We're still being heard. And I hope that people continue to see and hear the beautiful community that is Minneapolis coming together and holding each other up. Because that's really what this is all about, is us all holding each other up, making sure that we're all heard.
Hi, my name is Katrina, and I've been attached to the hip of this guy for the last, I don't even know how many days now. But same, it's all just been peaceful and lovely and people coming together, and we need more of that, and we need less of distraction on negative things. All we need is positivity, just more of it. Thank you.
You know, ask the white people that you know, like, how old were they when they first had a real conversation with a black person? And it's like, for a lot of us, it wasn't until college, you know, like, and it's just, so you just are scared. And you just don't.
I sat and had a conversation with a bunch of friends that I went to high school with. I said, name me how many teachers of color we had growing up. And there was one, and it was Mr. Wynn, and he taught advanced math. So I definitely did not have him. But the fact is, I look at my friends in my elementary school that had a high rate of diversity. And when those students don't have somebody that looks like them to go up and talk to them about feelings or experiences that they're having, that right there impacts the trajectory of their life.
Oh, absolutely.
And we, that is when I talk about the disparities in education and in our communities, those are the tough conversations we have to have and be able to look at mentorships. How are we attracting teachers of color into the education system? How are we attracting people of color into criminal justice, into healthcare, into social work? I mean, all of these things that we deal with, their business. How do we make it more accessible for people of color to have businesses?
My name is Brandon, and I am a member or citizen here in Minneapolis. And I do think it's important for people to donate as much as they can. There are a lot of people, especially in these neighborhoods, who really don't have many resources. And then because of the protests and stuff like that, a lot of businesses have been shut down. So people don't know, you know, or don't have access to a lot of things, and we're just encouraging people who are outside to bring as much as they can, you know, and there's never enough. You can always do more, you know.
We like to believe that Minnesota is nice, that we're welcoming to all, but really we don't talk about the tough issues. We like to hide behind them because it's more comfortable not to speak up. And so communities in the South feel much safer because they have those conversations. They're able to talk about race. They can find dentists and doctors who are people of color and can, you know, help their kids and be their doctors. And we don't have those conversations here, and we really need to.
Hi, I am Effie. I'm also a member of the community here in Minneapolis. Please donate if you can. Just because here in the city there's a shortage of supplies, places have been burned down, shut down, and a lot of people who live in the city don't really have access to vehicles, and also public transportation isn't really running the way it used to right now. So if you can shop in your local neighborhood in Hastings, or if you live in an area that's a little bit more secluded from the city, it really helps a lot of people here in the community. And it's really very much so appreciated. And it's not something that just is a one-time thing. It's something that I think we're gonna have to consistently do for a while, to sustain and to also take care of the people who live in the neighborhoods and in those communities. And I think a lot of people do forget that fact, that there's families that live off of Lake Street or live off of Franklin or live on these sides of towns that have built these communities, and it's important for us to support them and to just come together and band together at this time.
And let's talk about why do we feel they are difficult conversations to have. It shouldn't be difficult to see that maternal morbidity for African American women is off the charts compared to white women. What is difficult about having that conversation and how we see that there's a need and an issue and address it? And it's well past time that we have meaningful action on these issues that are facing all of us here in Minnesota.
Hey, I'm Zach. I'm also a community member here of Minneapolis, and what I think super important about all this is not only, I think it's our obligation to provide resources where they're necessary, and the more urban area of Minneapolis has been kind of a battleground for a lot of the protesting, which is great because we're all out there showing support, and everybody is fighting for a great cause. But I think at the same time that has come at the expense of some of the businesses here that supply people with a lot of essential goods for living. And so by getting these resources for some of the more outer areas into the city, we're providing people with what they need to live, and they don't have to worry about paying for it either. That's what I like about a lot of these donation centers. People aren't asking. They're not questioning your motive, and that makes it a comfortable space for people to come in and get whatever they need without feeling guilty or without feeling shy or embarrassed about doing so. And I think that's great. And I think what I'm personally really excited for with this is that I think this is showing people that our society can look like this on a much more macro level. If we all are comfortable donating and have the money to do so, which has been displayed with these donations, we can build a whole society this way, where people don't have to worry about what their next meal is going to look like or how they're going to acquire it. We can all fund that to each other and just create a more empathetic, more caring society, which we can all look after each other. So yeah, I'm excited to see what this will eventually lead to on a bigger level.
We're here, we just unloaded a big van. We had another SUV and another car loaded up that dropped their deliveries off earlier. All those products are gonna run out and they're gonna need more tomorrow. So we're gonna need to be back up here doing this again as often as possible. So we're planning for now to do it on Wednesday night again. Sometime in the evening, probably between 5 and 7, you can drop stuff off. And then we're also working with a couple of different people to try to make permanent drop locations in Hastings. So if you have something but you can't make it to one of the nights that we're actually loading up the vans, you'll still be able to have a place to donate. So anything you can do to help matters. I mean, even if it's just small, use this as an opportunity to teach your kids about community service and being a good member of the community. Just get them involved. Just show them how important it is and show them the power of working together and what we can do when we work as a team. So thanks everybody that donated today. We honestly put that together with one day of preparation. So hopefully we'll get an even better turnout on Wednesday, and hopefully we'll need some more people with trucks. Thank you again, everybody.
Hi, I'm Marcy. I'm also a resident of Minneapolis. I just want to say there's a lot that people can do out here, even if you don't feel comfortable, going to a protest peacefully. If you have a car, you can share that. But yeah, just like Zach had said, there's a lot of supplies in the suburbs right now, and so if you have a car, you can easily get that to the city. But yeah, it's beautiful out here, seeing all the people that can help, and yeah, let's clean the city up.